to share the new link.
Just wait. We're live. Tell us you can hear us before we do anything else on this stream, citizens of the Reject Nation, and then we'll kick this off properly. Just tell us that you can hear us.
Is there snare in our headphones? Is there snare in our
Is
headphones?
there snare in the headphones, people?
Yes, there's
sound. We got
sound.
ourselves some sound.
Okay.
All right, I'm excited. I'm excited to do this. All right, thank you guys for bearing with us. I'm going to delete the previous stream so there's no confusion because sometimes that stuff happens. But ladies and gentlemen, here's the story of what happened this morning. I was on my way to the gym, and then I like to meditate in the sauna beforehand, and then I meditated. And then I have to do my podcast with Paul, Heavy Spoilers. And then he's like, oh, we got this Wolverine news. I'm like, what Wolverine news? And then he sent it to us like right before I started working out. And I was like, what? And then I called Coy. And
Can you get here?
Get
in
here
the next minute
right now, Coy.
And I was changing to go to the gym, but this is priority.
I was like, and I was like, well, let's just go live because this is exactly what Coy and a lot of us have been wanting for so long. I feel like a lot of you guys have been wanting this as well. Before we dive into any of that, I want to thank all of you guys for being here. We can't be live for that long today. Normally we do just like 2 to 3 hours. We only got maybe at most like 45 minutes to an hour. Of course, Streamlabs Super Chats are absolutely welcome. We got so many last time, but we don't end a stream without, going through all of them.
Also, this upcoming Saturday, not in 11 days, Comic-Con, we're going to be there, and we've got a panel at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. Comic-Con in the library, which is a big old room, so let's fill it with rejects. It is an honor to be at San Diego Comic-Con, much less a Saturday panel, much less a big old room. So let's fill it with Reject Nation. Saturday, 1 p.m. Comic-Con, be there.
Alrighty, guys. Yes, looking for a Comic-Con panel. Now, let's hop into it. I'm going to just say this right away. I'm surprised by the sleeves.
I don't think they last.
You think he'll eventually rip off the sleeves?
I think the sleeves go.
I'm just happy that it looks like the animated costume.
It's so perfect.
In all of its beautiful glory. I mean, look at it, guys. It's absolutely gorgeous in all the ways that we want it to be because both Deadpool and Wolverine feel more like Deadpool might not look drastically different,
but it's a little brighter, and it's got a little like accoutrement. Like look at the chest piece. The chest is a little bit more accented. Also, the Deadpool belt. If you look at the belt, he's actually got his own face on his crotch, which I respect. There's a little bit of gold in the sleeves and in the gloves. His knuckles have a little bit of gold on the accessories, and the overall red is brighter. And a lot of people were complaining it was too bright. Nay, you're wrong. 1, 2. If it wasn't brighter, it wouldn't work with Wolverine because if he was the darker red leather and Wolverine was that vibrant, that wouldn't be ketchup and mustard. That'd be like some burnt toast and mustard. So this, I think, is the move. I also think it allows for the ketchup mustard vibrancy. That is the MCU take. These guys are going to be multiverse hopping. A brightness works for this.
Yeah, it really, really does. Oh, my God. And look, I love all the details here. Let me see if I can accentuate it here on the live stream for everyone here. All right, here we go. So, right there, just the claws
they're so bright.
When I was a little kid, that was one of the things that always stood out to me was that he had a section. And if you look at it, it's not in the movies, they would come from, remember in here, in between the knuckles?
No, they're giving them
coming out from above here, more comic accurate.
Snicked.
And that is something that I don't think a lot of people are really paying attention to. Yeah, because that is more comics accurate to be coming from up there.
Because if you
This is my first time really examining the costume, by the way.
This is happening.
I saw a brief image on my phone, and I was like, Coy, come over here.
Also, can we just say this is the first time we've done a live for news because this is the most excited thing Greg and I have done. So if you look also at the sides, so like where his obliques are.
Show me the obliques,
The obliques where they cut in right here. So that is mirroring the actual comic book iteration that is from the Astonishing X-Men run, which has been talked about a lot. It's what Joss Whedon did for the character, and that is one of the more modern takes on the suit. But this ties into the original suit, which is the one with the whiskers when his first appearance was.
Yeah,
I sent you that image. So this is going to be a nice blend of all the different costumes, but still hit the iconic color palette because it's actually blue, not black.
Yeah.
A lot of people were looking at this and seeing, but if you look at the shoulder pads in this like beautiful color, this is a blue and yellow suit. This is right.
I know.
They
Guys,
they actually did it.
Can we just celebrate this for a second? Like, if this was the one thing, I said this in the last live stream, that one of the things that I felt like had to be fulfilled, that if you were going to bring Wolverine back, is give him the yellow costume. At the end of the Wolverine, there was a deleted scene where they teased that he would get the yellow costume. He did not get the yellow suit. Never did. And then if you're going to bring him over to the MCU for any appearance, I'm like, this gets you. Where are they, by the way? I just thought about that.
I think they're in the valley.
But were they like? Is this?
It looks like there's a telephone
this is actually
pole?
from the like they're stranded.
I think
and
they're
just
walking
somewhere?
out of Crafty. I think this is like a candid shot of Hugh and Ryan, like not even a still from the movie.
So the hair feels a lot more trimmed.
Yeah, it looks like the Wolverine hair.
However, what I'm noticing is there's no mask.
There is no mask yet.
You think there will eventually
I think
be
there
a
will
mask?
be a mask. I think we get a mask. I also think, and this is maybe a hot take, I think we're going to get many Deadpool suits and many Wolverine suits because I think Wolverine is going to be sought after. I think that I said this on our live stream. I think that we see the Logan that died, and then I think Hugh Jackman is going to play multiple Wolverines. I think we might get Patch. I think we might get the brown and yellow suit that got teased in that deleted scene that never got released. I think we get this. I think we get sleeveless. I think we get masked. I think we get a lot. I think we get a lot. Someone mentioned the belts. I also love the belts. The actual Xmen belt and the actual Deadpool belt are highlights for me.
Let's
look at these beautiful.
Let's enhance everyone. Enhance. Crotch shot.
There it is.
Look at that beautiful crotch shot.
So much
for everyone.
Canadian and Australian love in this image. I mean, these are perfect belts. Not only do you have the pouches for Deadpool, the Rob Liefeld-tastic, but you are also bringing in the more streamlined, modernized, like Danger Room X-Men suits here with Wolverines. I'm glad it's not too ornate. I know a lot of people get mad at Marvel over costuming, but this is exactly what I'd expect from a screen accurate Wolverine suit.
Oh, yes. You know, we're just going to get so many cool I feel like this movie's going to be the one that truly
does
delivers.
what Multiverse said it
this
might.
is going to do the one that everyone wanted from Multiverse of Madness.
I just can't believe it's blue. I can't believe it's blue and yellow. Like, I'm looking at it. I've seen it all morning. I've stared at it. It might be my phone background.
Let's get a little bit
of
a comparison. Let me just adjust this really quick. Let's just get a bit of a comparison thing here. You sent some comparison photos.
I did.
I want everyone to be able to see that. And obviously, we're getting some super chats.
Yes.
We will definitely be getting to those, reading the enhance. All right. So which photo was it, Coy, that you wanted to show off?
Okay. So
this one?
Yes. So this is, I said at the top, the Astonishing X-Men. This is the suit that I think it mirrors most. You'll see here that it's got the cuts and the obliques that I was talking about. It also has the paneling down the side of the legs. It's got the blue and yellow. Instead of doing like the piratey arch on the boot, it does a double layer boot, which I think is clever. One of the big issues with superhero costumes is there's always this inclination to do like this pirate boot. And it kind of looks silly. You know what I mean? So instead of the pirate boot, they did like a double layer. Can you just scroll down to the lower thigh?
Yeah. I got you, man. I got you. Thank you.
I think this is a really clever decision. Do you see how like a pirate boot kind of pulls up? Instead of doing like a pull up like that, and they did like a double layer. So he's got a standard boot and then a stripe of blue color on the more regular costume, and that gives you the sense of the shape of a pirate booty without it actually looking silly. So if you go just below the knee, see how there's like that double layer? I think that's a really clever way to nod because then it gives the idea of the shape. Yeah. So you see how like he's got a blue line and then on his suit, on Hugh's, do you see how they did that blue stripes? And that gives it the appearance of even more of a pirate booty. Dude. And I think that's really clever, right? So instead of this shape, which would look silly, they do like the mind fills it in because that looks like it works. It's beautiful. I think it's beautiful.
I'm just
so
here
happy.
to go. Look how pretty it is.
It's so pretty. It's so pretty. And then if you let's scroll up the suit, and now you've got the beautiful paneling down the legs, which gives you that streamlined look. We already talked about the claws and the outside.
Wait, slow down, Coy. Which part?
Okay, his legs, his hips. I love that the blue paneling goes under the belt like it does in the comic. So both Hugh and comic, I'll say comic and Hugh, they both have that blue paneling all the way down to the side to mid-thigh.
Do I need to go to a different part of
that's
the photo?
perfect. That's his body.
That's a good part of the photo.
Okay,
this is my
job
to make sure I got photos on screen.
Photo on screen as discussed.
All right.
So I love that it goes under the belt and it gives him that full side body look, and then you got the oblique inlay yellows.
Yes.
But it's all like subtly done. It's not a lot of changes, but it looks more regular. Like this. The Hugh suit looks like it could exist. Like that could just walk around.
Yeah.
And then I do think the sleeves at some point are going to go. I'm kind of glad it's got like the option of the big gloves and then the shoulder pads, and scroll up just a little bit more to the shoulder area.
You got it.
There it is. And then, okay, so one of the things that's been with every suit, I'd say 98% of Wolverine suits have that slight shoulder extension over the edge. I don't think we've seen that done in a comic book movie well. It either looks like they've got like big 80s shoulders or it looks like a football player outfit. This is what a comic I always thought would look like. Like it's obviously over the shoulder, it extends, but it looks like something that's almost practical. So it just slightly goes over. But if you pull up any Wolverine costume, nobody talks about it. He's got kind of like some shoulder paddy area. And that's the thing I never thought we'd see. That's beautiful. So excited. Mask is coming. It's perfect.
Fuck yes. I'm so happy.
So happening.
Okay, all right. What's going on in the
Guys,
chat right now?
so good.
Let me pull back up the other photo here. Yeah, I'm at a loss for words. So all I have.
Zach Tyler, he's got an X on his belt. That's Xmen branding. That's about as Xmen as it gets.
Did you eat today, Coy?
No, I've not eaten. I'm not. I'm very hungry.
Been up since 7 in the morning. I had athletic greens.
Nice. AG1.
Yeah, AG1, and then normally my day goes. I work out, then I get my brain a little sharp.
Nice.
And I missed that part, but I'm here just to moderate the stream for
That's
you
fair.
today.
That's fair. I got it.
That's what I got going today.
We're teaming up on this. Yeah, no, I'm starving. But actually, let's quickly go over to
Do you think they gave him sleeves so that way he had time to bulk up a little bit throughout the course of this movie, since they shot it pretty fast? It seems.
I think that Wolverine is not usually
because it doesn't look as tight fitting.
Yeah,
you know?
no.
Like if you look at the pants area. Not to criticize the beautiful Hugh Jackman's physique, but specifically in the crotchal region. I mean, right? If you look at Ryan Reynolds comparatively,
let's zoom in on the crotches.
This looks tighter, and this looks a tad looser. You know what I mean?
Well, I
like,
think if
it's not as tight fitting. Like Eddie Ramirez is saying in the chat, where's the collagen right now? You know? Although his thighs look a little large.
They're pretty bumped. Like he's doing leg day. I mean, it's not skipping leg day. I would say they gave him sleeves, one, to give him time, like you're saying, but two, like Hugh Jackman is tall. And Wolverine is short. So I think allowing a little bit more play in the costume will help him not look quite as like lengthy. Like whether he's jacked or not, that is a tall man. So you want a stocky Wolverine, and he only had so much time. So I think it's a combination of things.
I mean, regardless, I think right now what you look as a physical appearance. And here's the other thing too. I mean, this looks like an official release photo because Hugh Jackman posted this himself. A lot of times you get these like set leak photos.
Yeah, we would not post or do a video about a paparazzi photo. Let the record show.
Maybe.
I would not.
but at the same time, this is an official photo, so it's like you're not even seeing it in actual motion right now. And the cool thing about that is, with it just being a set photo, it still looks great.
It looks amazing.
A lot of the times these set photos don't look that great. Granted, it's more of an official release.
Right.
It's not like an Entertainment Weekly release
but
or
like an
Empire.
They released an 8K. The Deadpool Twitter was like, here's more, here's more. And they just kept enhancing it, which made me happy.
I've been saying for the longest time, people have constantly been asking for a long time, like, what's your most excited MCU movie coming up? And I feel like a lot of people don't list this one. And I'm like, this is the reason why.
This is my most exciting movie coming up. This and Beyond the Spider-Verse are my two most anticipated pieces of cinema.
All right.
Can we zoom in on Deadpool briefly? It won't be as long. It won't be as long of a breakdown. Just real quick.
No, dude, Coy, please.
Okay, because I got some thoughts. Okay, so
we're gonna get to all the comments and stuff properly. We're still reading them simultaneously.
Yeah, we're catching them as we go. So Deadpool, you'll notice that this is actually Ryan Reynolds by the shape of his head. His stunt doubles, their heads are slightly different because they've got to make room for the eyeballs and stuff. So this is actually Ryan in there, which is, I'm sure, you don't release an image of these two without it actually being Ryan. But if you look at the actual fasteners, they've added gold to the actual detail work. Yeah, the gold is
Let's
a new
enhance,
addition.
Coy!
Zoom in, enhance. So he's actually got gold along with the brown, which is not in the original Deadpool 1 and 2 suit. So he's got a little bit more layering, and it adds a little bit more texture. The line work in his chest is different. So where it comes down from the neck piece down to the chest, that's new. This was just a solid red, and that I think allows for a little bit more of a look of abs. It allows for a little bit more not just being one big red condom, as he calls it. And then if you get down to the belt, that's going to be way more gold in detail. That's
Hold on, Coy. I got one job to do.
Okay.
Enhance!
Zoom and enhance. So now we got the actual belt, which is a much more Liefeldy with all the gold and the accents here. But this, I think, allows for those little texture flashes of color that add just a little bit more comic versus real world. And I think if you look at the tone of the movie, this is going to be more comic-y. Deadpool 2 was especially like gritty with Cable and like, you know, the Marina Baccarin character biting it. I think we're going to play more. I think this is going to be a lot more playful, and the suit reflects that. If you go down to a little bit more to his knee, you'll notice scratches. I think it's after a fight.
Oh, good catch. Look at that. Oh, solid catch there, Coy.
3 claw marks. I'm just saying.
Damn, good
saying.
catch. Hold on, guys. My enhance abilities are a little off right now.
It's okay,
there we go. Oh, good pull.
I'm pretty
I
happy.
didn't even think about how they might have a fight scene.
They have to.
Yeah.
They must. Guys, all I'm saying is we're currently looking at an image of claw marks on Deadpool's thigh standing next to a comic-accurate Wolverine suit.
Oh, and look at this.
I just want to say that happened.
Semen marks.
Ah, the semen. That's after their fight.
Yeah, after they make up and it's kind of like that Black Mirror
Lovers and
episode with
friends.
Anthony Mackie.
Sometimes you gotta love, sometimes you gotta fight.
First they're fighting and then they're effing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
Like, look at this. Look at your screen right now. Just take a moment for you. That's on screen.
I know. Hold on.
What?
No, Coy.
What?
What's on screen right now is my enhance abilities. Ever since Greg discovered some OBS ideas, this has changed the game right now.
Dude, the thigh claw. It made me so happy when I first saw it.
Oh, Galaxy is saying, wonder if they're from scratch from a different version of Wolverine.
I would assume. I think that, actually, you know what? He might fight comic
You
Wolverine.
know, I wanted to say, great job on breaking down these picks.
I only looked at it in the car on the way here.
That was really impressive, dude.
I was like driving here, like
extremely impressive. When he just, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, Coy talks. Striking Vipers was the reference I had. Yeah, dude, that was really well done. It's like, holy shit!
I'm so
I worked on
happy.
every moment of that.
I gave comic theory. I gave movie theory. I
Yeah,
gave
that
little
was really well done.
And these just leaked. So this is why we did it live for my street cred. So
Yeah.
I could be like, guys, I read nothing. I just came in.
And I was here to just move stuff around on the screen.
I'm so happy,
and I was
dude.
happy to be here for that, to be right here for you.
This is like the wall screen of the wallpaper I always wanted my desktop to be able to have.
It's a great wallpaper, Coy.
Stunning.
Great wallpaper.
All right, do you want to get some
Yeah,
chats in?
let's get some chats in here really quick. Who's the latest comment right now? Let's just read the latest comment.
Ketchup and mustard!
You win.
It's true. It is what it is.
Let me just adjust this a little.
And that's why he had to be a little brighter. It tonally works better.
How far behind are we on the chat?
You know,
We're pretty behind on the chat.
we're not,
Right.
not behind.
Okay, let's see here. Where are we at? All right. Okay. Hold on. Let me get Coy. Just
these costumes are so damn good. I'm so happy you
rattle
guys
off
says
from the
grass.
actual chat while I'm adjusting.
Striking
this in the
Vipers.
stream.
Enough said, New York. You know we are going to get a bub in this. Guaranteed. I also think this might be the first time we get Wolverine a cigar because it's going to be rated R. People aren't talking about that aspect. We get a cigar chomping Logan
He had a
bub.
cigar in
one of the old X-Men, but that was before they changed the law.
I remember in X-Men: The
I think it was
Last
X-Men 2.
Stand.
He had a cigar?
Yeah. No, he's had
Was it
cigars
3?
in like all of them, right?
Well,
He
then- well, they-
eventually stopped, but
Well, because they legally
my
it has to be R-rated
image
if it's got
always
smoking
goes
now.
back to my mind always goes back to X-Men: The Last Stand when they're fighting the Sentinels at the beginning and the hologram.
That's part of that whole movie.
Yeah.
But
And
I
he's
think
just
that
chomping on a cigar.
I think that's the last time he was able to have it because they changed the law. The MPAA is if you smoke, it's R-rated now. So this is
what?
Yeah, if there's smoking, it's an
Oh,
R-rating.
bullshit! That can't be true.
Yeah, I think cigars and like
R rating.
I'm gonna Google it.
What?
I think so.
blame Kathleen Kennedy.
She did this. She changed things.
What a terrible what? That's ridiculous.
Smoking
There's no way. What do you mean we're in a Star Wars
R-rated.
video? What Star Wars video are you talking about?
Any film that shows or implies tobacco is rated R. As of
Was he in the? Did he smoke in Logan at all? He smoked a cigar in
Well-
X2, Days of Future Past, and Logan 2. And yes, Don Stewart saying in the chat too, he had one in The Last Stand.
so R-rated films using
He's been smoking for a long time,
guys.
Coy.
I'm just saying that's the law. MPAA 2018.
and I'm saying you don't know
2018.
what you're talking about.
2018, the law. So yeah, now he can smoke again because it's R-rated.
I love how there's okay, Gutter Punk. You got Gutter Punk in the chat who's like upset about a couple of things, like no cowboy boots, no fingerless gloves, no Look, it's more accurate than we've ever had before, and I think that warrants enough
Why would
celebration.
he have a cowboy boots?
Why so particular?
Yeah, I mean, that's a civilian outfit. Like, what do you mean cowboy? I'm confused by the statement. Also, what?
I don't know, Coy.
All right, as long as we're all confused.
I don't want to attack people who are in our stream,
Sometimes I do.
but I know Coy will.
Yeah,
That's what
I'm here
Coy
for you.
does.
I'm here for you guys. Let's see. I vaguely remember hearing about that tobacco law.
Wow,
So,
we-
yeah,
a
it
lot
happened.
more came in than we expected.
People
we were
are
like,
excited.
we're gonna be live for a little bit. Thank you guys. All right, we're gonna hyper focus here. We got this. All right, okay. I forgot the last stream was about Deadpool as well, so I was a little.
Oh,
bit
okay. I was
confused by
like,
the
well,
thing.
that's a lot today. Okay, here we go. There's the also someone pointed out that I'm dressed like Deadpool and you're dressed like Wolverine, and that's great.
Yeah.
Like perfect.
But he's got the Wolverine muscles. Yeah. I got half the muscles.
Dude, you have gotten so jacked in the last 3 months.
I appreciate
Look
it.
at all the comments on in the written and in the live chat. The people notice. The people notice.
All right, hold on. Let me just adjust this a little bit. Oh, the Ahsoka trailer. There's an Ahsoka trailer? This is more important.
Yeah, sorry. Ahsoka.
Wait. We're in an Ahsoka trailer?
Like, credited?
What are you talking about?
Explain yourself.
What you talking about, Will? What are we talking about here, man?
Oh, I'm so excited.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Your
don't
super
worry.
chat will get read because we're going to read them all.
Bucky Barnes, Atlanta. Here we go, guys. If Wolverine has that yellow, thank you, Bucky Barnes. He is also the moderator of our stream. If you guys are here, please leave a like on this video. If Wolverine has the yellow suit for real, my prior 11-year-old self may cry. I was just playing the Xmen arcade game in my game room. Much love, gents. You know what I really want them to do for this? Because whenever I think of animated Wolverine, I think about the first episode of X-Men, this animated series. Remember the character Morph?
Yeah.
What if they put Sentinels in this movie?
I think we're going to get
Sentinels.
actual Sentinels.
Not bullshit, weird nanotech, you know.
Space clouds, like Galactus.
Whatever that was.
Dude,
Days of Future Past.
I think we're going to get...
talking real like this. Mutants, star like just cheesy, like this. Everything about this seems like it's going for the animated appeal. It's more animated comics accurate than the other two Deadpool movies.
And that's what I mean, like by them adding the colors and the details and all those, like it's crazy.
Okay.
So I do think we're going to get those moments that we've never gotten. I think that Deadpool is going to be the fan service of X-Men. I've said it 100,000 times. Bryan Singer made great Bryan Singer mutant movies, but to my money, we've never gotten an X-Men movie. I like those movies. They are the gateway to how we got here. Blade, Spider-Man, X-Men are how we got here. But now it's time for X-Men movies.
Seattle KO remembers it. This one's for you, Morph. And then he starts slashing the back.
Yeah. We might actually get a Berserker Rage here, too, like in Logan.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get all sorts of greatness. Easily most anticipated.
All right. Collide
X-Men Arcade
said, missed y'all. Oh, he's got a 20. Oh, wait, do I still have these inputted? Coy.
Are they still in there?
If people give 20s.
I'm touching myself tonight to your super chat.
Yes. Anyway,
that
thank you,
is
Collide,
still
for
in
his contribution here. Leia Ariana Bonnie, thank you for the super chat. Do you think this will be the best Deadpool movie? There has been some cause for concern. Okay, here's the thing. I've noticed this with Disney. Kind of happened with Indiana. Kind of. It definitely happened with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. There's two forms of leaks that generally tend to happen. Is that one is it's so overblown that it creates so much hype, and then people are disappointed. The other form of leaks, weirdly, Spider-Man No Way Home was the only one that seemed to be impervious to this. That was like bulletproof to this. But the other form of leaks is they go so overblown in such a negative way, like what happened with Dial of Destiny, that people are then like already mad at the movie before it. And I've noticed there's two camps of that happening with Deadpool 3. My only concern with Deadpool 3 of why it might not be the best one is due to the fact that there's a writer's strike happening and they had to shoot it in the middle of a writer's strike. When it comes to making great films, they often have to be rewritten. As you're doing it, this movie needs the improv. I know we have the thing where like they're wearing masks, they could do ADR, but if Logan doesn't have a mask, he can't do ADR.
And his mask
all
doesn't
his
have
ADR is like over the shoulder shots or like weird deep faking stuff, you know what I mean? So that's my only concern of why I'm not 100% confident it'll be the best Deadpool movie. I think this could be one of the most exciting MCU movies, though, because I think we will be going to all the Fox Universe movies, you know?
Yeah, I think we're going to get cameos that are fan service and also ending of continuities and careers. I think this is kind of our dream. So I honestly think this could be the best Deadpool movie and best X-Men movie if it delivers well. But I think that first Deadpool movie is something really special.
Yeah.
I know it's been a couple years, so people don't talk about it because we only have attention spans of gnats. But that first movie really changed comic book movies.
True.
And the reason it made almost $1 billion is what it became. So it's got a lot of potential, but it's going to be hard to top that first one.
Yeah, man. I mean, I will watch the Ahsoka trailer.
Yeah, I'm very confused about that. Also, the only thing Andrew Tate's going to be in is prison. He's not going to be in
Hey,
Avengers.
Coy. That's half of our audience.
Well, they can leave.
No.
Oh, I mean, we
They
like
might
money.
be in the Super Show.
All right, what do we got next?
We're anti-Tate until like, oh, you're contributing to the Super. All right, cool.
Until his money is in the chat.
Yeah. Sean Payton with a 20.
I'm touching myself tonight. To your super chat.
Sean Payton. I do think this will break 1 billion, by the way, QU. It says in the chat. Hey, Greg and John. You're the new John, apparently. No,
Hey.
there's no new John. There's a John
There's
and then
John.
there's a
He's
Coy.
just not here.
Yeah, John probably didn't even know about this, honestly. Glad to catch this live. I am really liking the new look of Wolverine and Deadpool, my most anticipated of the movie of the next year. Coy, you made me love comics. He didn't love comics before you. What do you know? Keep up the great work, guys. Hashtag sleeves gone. That better be part of their reshoots, because I think that's going to be a thing a lot of people are asking for. Is if it's not in the movie, I feel like they're going to be like, we got to go back and shoot something where you reshoot. Yeah, you got to take the sleeves off. You just got to do it. You know what I mean?
I think it's almost guaranteed that there's no way these two guys don't know as much of our passion as we know of these characters. If you watch that first Deadpool, it is literally Ryan Reynolds going, hey, you guys have wanted this for 25 years. Let's do it. And I feel like Hugh Jackman wouldn't come back unless it was him doing all the things he always wanted to do as the character, unless it was filling in the fan service moments and his moments of like Wolverine. So I think sleeves are coming off.
You know, Angel, I have seen X-Men Evolution when it was first airing. I watch it every Saturday morning at like 9 a.m. I think it was like a channel 11 here in California. Fox is what it was. So yeah, I did watch X-Men Evolution. That was a good show. It came out around the time of the X-Men movies.
Yeah, they made some interesting character choices, but
did.
overall it was good.
We don't
Some of
remind
them
me.
were
A lot of
teachers,
people in
some
the
of them
chat
were
have been
students.
bringing up. I'm multitasking. Here.
Okay.
A lot of people in the chat have been bringing up Sabretooth, so let's not forget to talk about the
Sabretooth.
possibility of Sabretooth.
Okay.
Okay. Please don't forget. I see it happening the guy in the chat a lot right now. Jordan Garza. This is so much more fun than because normally how that goes is like when there's a breaking news, I'm bringing Coy. It's like, Coy, shoot it. Talk for 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, we got to hit. I got to make a thought.
Oh, God. It'll be on the next 6 hours.
So much
Oh,
more
my God.
fun. Yeah. I like that. I like AG1. I take it every morning. Jordan Garza, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Just wanted to say, hola, first off. Love you, boys. Love these lives of the Reject Nation. It's a good day to be a nerd wearing my Wolverine shirt. You know, I lost my Wolverine shirt. I don't know what happened to it. It was the perfect one from Target, which had the yellow costume.
Yeah.
And the fabric was nice against my
Soft.
hairy body.
Yeah.
That's another thing I love about Hugh Jackman.
He's hairy.
Him and Henry Cavill. In a day and age when everyone's shaving their goddamn bodies to show off their, like, chest and abs and stuff, Henry Cavill and Hugh Jackman have been willing to keep it full-on hairy and still let them muscles pop. Although he did shave actually on a couple of them, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Or he trimmed.
Sometimes, yeah.
He like
he has a little bit of something.
Days of Future Past, he was so shredded and trimmed.
Was it trimmed? I can't remember if it was like trimmed or if it was completely hairless.
I feel like it was hairy, but he's so shredded you can.
Do you guys
see
know in the
through it.
chat? Can you let us know?
Let us know.
Let us know in the chat. Was he completely
waxed
Was he
or hairy?
completely hairless?
What level of bub?
In the movie or not? Please let us know. Love the hairy chest. That's right. Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much. Let's see here. He was old and might not be able to think this. No. He will. Hey, if freaking Josh Brolin was able to buff up, he can buff up. He's Hugh Jackman.
It's Hugh Jackman. His name is Huge Jacked Man. There's no version of him that isn't a huge jacked man.
Kutsuri Venyan, thank you for the super chat. Love you guys. Hella excited for Deadpool 3, as are we.
Yes.
He was not hairy in Days of Future Past.
So that was the one.
That was the one he wasn't hairy.
Okay.
Because he was in the 70s.
Which isn't a hairy top.
No, he was. It's the hairiest of times.
He's like,
that's
I gotta stand out by being hairless here.
Arguably,
And
what he should have been the
hairy in the
hairiest was Days of Future Past.
He's a contrarian.
Yeah. Was he hairy in the Wolverine? It did get to a point where he wasn't that hairy.
In the Wolverine?
I don't think he was hairy in
I
the
think
Wolverine.
that was the trimmed one.
Yeah.
Because he was hairy in Logan, because he was just
He was like
old man bub.
obnoxiously buff in the Wolverine. That was the buffest
That
he
was the
got.
craziest. His vascularity was nuts. Like you can see his pulse in his like sleeves. Yeah. Really enjoyed
I
it.
hope he remains hairy here.
He was hairy in X-Men.
Hashtag hairy Wolverine.
Yes. It was X-Men 1 in 2001 where he was just like, I just got cast. I'm a guy. Where he's shirtless and he's like, hey, I'm hairy, but I'm also just a guy.
I think Deadpool 3 will be called Deadpool versus
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because, the joke was Wolverine and Deadpool. So I think it's going to be Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay, another one. Okay, so a couple things have been brought up in the chat. We gotta think about this. Who are they going to be? Don't let me forget. Who are going to be the Sabretooth?
Sabretooth, who's going to be the villain?
And villain, yeah. Lucina Pistolfanta, thank you so much for the 10. Oh, we got a 10.
Up in the sky, it's a bird.
Nope, can't do it for this stream.
Didn't happen.
Because that was from the
Superman
old one, and
reference.
that's a Superman
It
reference.
doesn't really
That's right. I
apply.
was trying to do a variety there.
This is
We'll just do this one.
Every time.
When you fix this damn
Super chat.
Yeah,
it's Marvel related.
Maybe Spider-Man shows up.
All right. So the costumes look great. Like I said in the last one, I hope Tobey Maguire shows up to fight for a little bit just to have an interaction with Hugh Jackman Wolverine to pay that off.
2001 Kevin Feige reference.
The costumes look great, but can talk about Coy's cool Tyler Durden haircut. Yeah, it's not in the thumbnail because we were in a rush, so I was looking through my phone going, do I have any old photos of Coy? As he was coming, I was looking at a thumbnail, and then so yeah. Well,
I feel so much better.
Before you leave, I got to take a photo of you and update that thumbnail. But yeah, I was saying this in the last stream. This is the Coy I would watch for years on YouTube before I ever met him. This look where I was like, this isn't Casey from Nerdist.
This is the multiverse of madness. It's OG Coy internet with new school real rejects.
Yeah.
Which I dig. I appreciate you.
You gotta show me some arm workouts, Coy, because I've noticed like my arms only look good when I'm flexing.
See, I've been working on this guy.
You know what I mean? Like your arm actually just looks naturally big, and I need to get to that point.
It's the under that I'm trying to build up to. Oh, so just like resting?
Well, yeah, like you got like big resting arm. I got like I only look all right when I'm flex. You know what I mean?
So it's about the peak, and it's also the length. Do you do enough hammer curls? Because that extends the length of your bicep, and that'll give you a bit of resting.
I just don't take enough protein.
But
I'm only taking like 100 grams of protein.
So I would recommend like a good hammer, but full extension, and then also hyperextend curls. So you notice like when you when you extend your arm in the hammer
this is
form,
part of Hugh Jackman's workout routine.
So a hammer form is going to give you the longer head of the muscle versus the contracted form. So that's that gap here. So when you're resting like this versus like this, the hammer is going to give you the brachialis as well as the extended head of the bicep. So if you do hammer curls as well as hyperextended curls, they're going to give you a longer head for a better rest.
Also, I gotta say, it is way too hot to be wearing a beanie today. I'm sweating my ass off right now. Jordan, my head is just full of sweat right now. Jordan Garza, story time. Thank you, Jordan Garza. Did we already play this one? No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
All right, Jordan Garza. Jordan Garza with a 10.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Story time. Was supposed to see the first Deadpool with Pops in 6th grade. Yes, he's a great dad. Yeah, that's awesome, man. My dad took me to see Species when I was 6 years old. If you guys haven't seen Species, look up the plot. You should take all your children to go watch Species. Have you seen that movie? But I flipped my teacher off that day for exposing my grades and couldn't see it till it came out on DVD. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. That's such a theater-going experience. My first time I saw Deadpool, there was like 5 people in the theater. It was not the way to experience it.
Not at all.
Yeah, but
Deadpool is such a magical theater experience. I hope they re-release 1 and 2 before 3. That'd be fun to have that marathon.
But you make sure to go. Opening night there, Jordan Garza.
Support.
And I see your name a lot in these super chats. Thank you so much, my friend.
Much appreciated.
Hello, Wake. Welcome to being here. Derek Gochenor? I'm butchering that name. That's the way to say everything on YouTube. I'm sorry for butchering that name. If Wade makes a joke about that deleted scene where he gets the suit, then my life will be complete. Also hoping he makes jokes about his height.
I feel like we're going to get a joke about height.
We got to get height jokes.
I mean, Hugh knows. I also feel like the suitcase scene, that might be a different Wolverine. I personally think it'd be really funny if like a post-credit scene joke was like, those were the different Wolverines. Like there is a yellow and brown Wolverine that is from that movie.
Yeah.
And it's like a different canon. Because also weirdly, like if you think about Logan exists in a world where comic books of the Xmen are around.
In a world.
So I feel like that Logan might actually be different than X-Men 2 Logan.
True.
Also, Days of Future Past was the first time travel, timey-wimey movie. They could tie in some ideas of the TVA being after Wolverine since then, because inexplicably, Kitty Pryde had these weird time travel-y powers, which made no sense, which is why that movie's excellent, but not as good as people think. But like they could tie in elements of those continuities to the different suited Wolverines and make it all one big fun joke.
Okay, cool.
That's what I'd do.
I agree. I also think they should put Hulk in there. I'm seeing people argue about it in the chat. I think Hulk should be in this. All right, as much as I'd love to be live for hours today, we have to be efficient.
We do.
We're going to give quality, efficient answers. No. We're just way behind on the super chats. We're going to give quality, efficient answers here, and then like 5-10 minutes, I'm going to have to turn them off.
Okay.
Got 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to have to turn off the super chat. We'll read all of them, but we're going to get to a point where we can't allow. We got to stop allowing you guys to be so generous and contributing to the super
Who
chats.
do you think you are?
We're those people.
With your kindness.
At Kara. I do thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I do wish they kept the suit for theaters, but I'm still excited. No, you're gonna have to promote it eventually in the trailers. I feel like he'll be in the suit for most of the movie.
Yeah, I wanna actually comment on this that I feel like this is kind of like the D23 announcement. For like a week later, they just had Wolverine and Deadpool reveal the movie was coming out. It is interesting. This is a couple weeks out from Comic-Con. I was wondering if this would have been part of Marvel's presentation if Comic-Con had happened.
They don't need it. They need to save money.
Well, I was thinking like remember
Disney's losing money. Kathleen Kennedy ruined Marvel.
Go broke. Remember when the Loki suit, when like Tom Hiddleston came out in the suit, how perfect would have been to have Wolverine like in costume show up in Hall H.
I'm not a big fan of that when they do that shit. Why? I didn't like it when they did it for High Evolutionary.
I liked it for Loki more than High Evolutionary.
I think it looks cheesy.
I would have liked
think it actually ruins it.
Well, then Greg won.
I'm one of the people who's not a fan of.
I thought Loki crushed.
Well, Loki looks good. I don't know. It pulls me out away from the reality
of the. Yeah, I'm not in a movie. Why is this happening? All right.
Yeah. Especially when they did it for High Evolution.
That was a bit much. It also was really long.
And he's got like the face. I'm like, this now just looks fake.
Distracting. But I would have liked the suit to be a reveal. But I like that they're controlling it before it gets leaked by TMZ and looks awful.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. They're just trying to control the narrative.
Yeah, media controlling all of our opinions.
Raccoon shampoo with a 20.
I'm touching myself tonight.
To your super chat.
Off topic, but to clear up my question about a dance scene in Superman, Gunn said he always includes dancing in his stuff. By the way, the dance scene in Suicide Squad is at the club where Palm Clemente of Camby. There was a whole dance. They were all dancing.
That's
the last live stream.
We discussed that
we
there
were
was
saying,
no dancing.
they were like, "What's the dancing going to be in James Gunn's Superman movie?"
And I was like, "It's only in the Guardians movies."
Yeah, we're like, "Go Guardians of the Peacemaker opening."
Did they
and
dance
there's
Brightburn?
a whole thing. Yeah, the freaking polka dot man.
Yeah.
He's all his mom. He's dancing. Yeah, there's a whole dancing. We were wrong. Thank you, Raccoon Shampoo, for clearing that up.
James Gunn does make the dancing happen.
Whoa, Jeff Carroll, I see what's going on here. You actually have a 10.
Whoa.
So with that 10 in mind,
you'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Hey guys, which rumored Deadpool 3 cameo appearance are you most excited for? Who hasn't been rumored that you'd love to see? For me, with Succession as my second all-time favorite show, if Brian Cox shows up as Stryker and tells Wade, "Fuck off," I will lose it. Ooh, good question. That's a great question. Personally, the cameo I most want to truly come to fruition, as much as I would love, like the we could talk forever here. We got to be efficient and quality. So, as much as I would love like the Chris Evans one from Fantastic Four, I feel like there's a lot of I'd be very excited to see. The one I'm really hoping does happen is the Channing Tatum Gambit one. I feel like that's likely to happen because Channing Tatum worked with Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy, the director of this movie, in Free Guy. So I absolutely think there's a possibility this one could be pulled off, and he deserves it.
The Gambit is the one I want most, but since Greg has already covered that one, I think my most anticipated, hopeful one is Russell Crowe turned down Wolverine because this isn't joking, this is real. Russell Crowe turned down the role of Wolverine because in Gladiator there was a scene where he has a wolf, and Russell Crowe thought Wolverines were wolves and didn't want to be known as the wolf guy. Not kidding, this happened. I would love if they referenced Russell Crowe and basically made it like, oh, the wolf guy, and made it Russell Crowe. That's hilarious to me. That one of the biggest franchises of all time was almost starring one of the biggest actors of that time, and it was a lack of knowledge of animals that turned it down. So Russell Crowe, he's also who recommended Hugh Jackman, so it worked out for the best. But Russell Crowe or Doug Ray Scott, who broke his hand on the set of Mission Impossible 2 and therefore didn't get to play Wolverine. He was cast as Wolverine. Hugh Jackman was not the first choice. So like if Doug Ray Scott shows up with like a broken hand or Russell Crowe shows up as a wolf guy, funny to just me.
Yeah. Justice for Gambit. Captain Kirk.
What happened?
I didn't know how to read that. Captain Kirk? Okay. Oh, it's a 10. We got a 10, yep.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Hey, Coy and Greg, do you think Hugh Jackman's Wolverine suit will have a cowl that has the white eyes? I didn't even think about the white eyes. And Alden, do you think we'll see a more comic expressive version of his Berserker Rage? We did talk about the Berserker Rage. Absolutely think so. I mean, they really give Deadpool Deadpool the white eyes, and they keep it emotive. So I think they should do that for Wolverine.
And I think it's the only world it would fit in. I don't think Wolverine's white eyes would work in the X-Men movies. This is the time to do it. Again, that's why they made the suits brighter. Yeah. Again, this is going to be more comic-y. I think we get white-eyed Wolverine, and I think Berserker Rage in Logan is exceptional, but I think you can be more playful with it here, so it's going to be fun.
Okay, so I got to do that Ahsoka trailer with John. I got to call him.
Yep.
Because people are saying we're in it.
That's exciting.
Way to ruin it for us, guys.
What a surprise.
God, we'd ruin
How are you
it.
going to react to something you know about?
Yeah, no, I know it's
Now you're going to watch the trailer. Oh, look at us in this trailer. It's exciting. Is it like on TV?
It's playing in George Lucas's office right now.
Right now. He's like, these rejects, they're the future.
Yeah.
I'm going to edit them into the next Jabba the Hutt special edition.
Jordan Garza. Hey, Jordan. Thanks for coming back in the chat. Told you, this guy's always here. I love it. Q for you both. Him being one of my absolute favorite fictional characters. I'm hoping we get Silver Surfer soon. Who's your all's casting? Maybe Rami Malek. Do you have a particular one? I think it would be cool to get Doug Jones back.
Silver Surfer, there's only one answer.
Who?
He is known for his wisdom. He's known for being a man who looks at the world in a different way with a pensive concept. He's known for surfing in Point Break. Keanu Reeves is Surfer.
Yeah,
I think it'd be amazing. I think it'd be so good.
I think it'd be a perfect
I could hear his voice coming out of the Surfer, and also, like, the point of the Silver Surfer is to look at humanity from a different perspective. Keanu Reeves.
Sure.
I think it's so great. Hand-to-hand combat, surfboard, it's everything.
He would be good. I really like Doug Jones's Doug Jones and Lawrence Fishburne.
That combo?
The combo in Rise of Silver Surfer. I think I only watched it recently, and I was like, this is an underrated.
Doug Jones is always underrated.
I mean,
that guy's so
but I think
slept
the
on.
combo of them was great.
Yeah.
I thought that was actually excellent. So, but I feel like Silver Surfer would just sound like Keanu Reeves. If it was Keanu Reeves. I think we'd just hear Keanu Reeves though.
Whoa.
I don't think we'd feel.
We'd have the Silver Surfer presence.
We'd be so aware it's Keanu Reeves the whole time.
I was so in for his Batman though. That was a blast.
But that part of that was supposed to be funny,
It was,
and
that's
part
true.
of the funniness was knowing
That it was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
that would be a little distracting.
yeah. But I wouldn't complain either.
I mean,
I'd
I'm
be
still
happy
in.
about it.
It's exciting.
Bucky Barnes, Atlanta. On the latest Star Wars YouTube channel today, they showed your reaction, Greg. It was the latest Ahsoka video on the channel. Maybe you know this. God damn, a lot of people keep talking about this.
Exciting,
Why
man.
are so many things happening on
Today,
this Monday?
we had stuff to do today.
This Monday.
This is what happens when you have a schedule.
I'm excited for Ahsoka, though.
Big old
It
day.
looks
Same.
great. Thank you for letting me know, Bucky Barnes. Appreciate the super chat, my friend. Okay, listen, I got to be smart about time as much as I love being here. And who the hell on YouTube doesn't love super
Just
chats?
hanging out.
I almost just hit end stream.
I love being here, but I'm not.
I almost just ended the whole stream.
So
just now.
funny.
I have to. Okay, we're gonna go through. We're gonna finish off all the super chats. Gonna check the stream
Promise
labs as
you.
well. I do understand the implications of this action, YouTube.
Yeah,
but I
ominous.
just want to make sure that both Coy and I have a full schedule
Big
ahead
old
of us
day.
today. And I got to squeeze in an edit for this Ahsoka trailer.
Oh, I can also, while you're doing this, say the reason today is so crazy is I've got to prep a panel. I'm hosting Hall H again, so we're going to be announcing what's going on there before our panel. So head on over 1 p.m. at Comic-Con. We'll be in the library this Saturday.
Coy has 3 back-to-back panels.
I'm literally going Hall H, Real Rejects, and one I haven't announced yet. Literally
when
within
I say
minutes.
back-to-back, I mean he's got a 12, 1, and a 2.
It's a lot. I'm very intimidated, and I'm going to be literally running from one to the next to the next. So my Saturday is bananas.
It is very bananas. Let's see here. Dante Serachia? I sometimes like to play into the fact that I am ethnic, and then sometimes I come across like the whitest dude ever.
It's a good mix.
He's got a 2. He's got a 2, meaning a 10.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
I think no sleeves and big blue gloves is a bit too cartoony. Nay. I think they gotta escalate into it being a little bit more cartoony. The sleeves makes the gloves a bit more pleasing to the eye, in my opinion, but I would love without. I think you sent your super chat twice.
So we can answer it
Hashtag no
so thoroughly.
refunds. I don't know how to refund a super chat. Honestly.
I just here we are.
Is there an option to do that? I actually don't know how to do
I don't accept your donation.
Let me know, and I'll figure it out. Let's see if there's a way to figure this out. But yeah, I mean, do you think? I don't think it'd be too cartoony. I feel like with a movie like this and everything they're planning on doing, I think it would totally
work.
There's a way to make
that's
it work.
Again, that's why the brighter red. That's why the brighter world. I think that's a kind of. It will establish a regularity, and then when it rips, that can be how it gets to the bigness. So I think having it with sleeves for now allows for it to be a seamless transition into crazy.
I don't think Kang will be in this movie.
I do not think Kang will be
Someone
in
asked
this.
it in the chat. Lewis Cook, Dewey Cox, one of the most underrated comedies. Yo, man, Wolverine suit looks cool and awesome, man. To the people who would say his would not work in the movies, look at this image. Look at it.
Lewis Cox, Respectfully, I don't think it would have worked in 2001. I do think that we had to get here as a society accepting of this comic culture. I don't think you could just throw a lot of people into things.
Yeah.
You look at Blade, he's wearing Matrix outfits. Blade was first, though, by the way. Fun fact. Blade came out in 98, Matrix 99. But if you had to, like, kind of like warm the audience up into it, I agree now. It looks amazing, and we should look at it. But I do think it had to get there. Like, we had to get to the point where society was like, that's acceptable.
I mean, look, hold on. Let me just pull this up on. Let me just pull this up on screen briefly, only to make my life be even more delayed to getting to the other tasks at hand.
Yep, but like no more anything but super chats.
But we got to talk about this, guys. So like right here, hold on, let me just adjust this. Sorry. So this is from the deleted scene of the Wolverine. Ignore all the other stuff you see on screen. This is from the deleted scene of Wolverine, right? And like this cowl looks great, but what I noticed right away is that they were going to like for a more contrasted, darker yellow.
It was the brown and yellow. It's the easier to digest suit.
And that does, and there is a version of that, and it does work. That would have worked maybe
for that world.
Maybe would have worked for that one. But I think for this one, they are leaning more animated. And like the way how they had Charles Xavier show up in Multiverse of Madness.
Exactly. It's much more like he's in the chair and he points. Like it's all those things. I think this would have been the gateway drug if they'd done it to where we are now. But now we've gotten there.
Yeah. Pandemic Jones with a 10. One of our longest patrons.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Do you guys agree with people that think Deadpool 3 is going to suck because of how fast they are filming them moving up the release date? No, I don't think that. I just think it shows how much faith they have in it. Much love. I mean, we don't know. Because the thing is, we've seen the quality dip and kind of waver in and out of some of these Marvel movies in Phase 4 because it seemed like they were kind of rushing and just pumping them out and not really looking at the quality of them. And so that kind of bleeds into some of the concern. I think regardless, even if it doesn't end up being the best Deadpool movie, I want it to be the best it could absolutely be. So it's like if they can delay it so they have time to do reshoots if necessary, please, for the love of God, like delay.
If it needs to be delayed, delay it a
year. If
year.
It needs to be delayed to make it the best it can be, then fucking do it. Like there's no question about that. I think regardless, it'll still have some of the best moments out of any of the Deadpool movies that we could have ever asked for.
Yeah,
like,
what they're building, we already know is huge.
Yeah.
I do want to say, I don't think that Ryan Reynolds would do this if he didn't have full faith in it. Like, I think this was written the hell out of for years before we got it greenlit. I think that Ryan Reynolds had this script polished and reworked. So, like, remember there were a bunch of writers brought on and left. I think Ryan Reynolds cares way too much to let that happen personally. Hugh Jackman, on top of that, wouldn't sacrifice his legacy as Wolverine if he didn't have faith in the script and what it was. We've seen a lot of multiverse content fail. We've seen a lot of this stuff not work. I can't imagine Hugh Jackman with his love of Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds' love of Deadpool, either of them would sacrifice anything, much less both of them. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the pre-production, the setup, and everything before filming, yeah, I agree. Like, the concern comes into you never know what because a lot of times you have things in mind and then you go to film it and then they're coming out differently. Then you have to reshoot, you have to refilm, then you have to rewrite. Like that's the whole part of the process of making a film is it's a discovery process.
Yeah.
And when you have a writer strike going on, you limit a lot of that discovery process to enhance and make things better or correct upon. And that's the concern here. That's the only concern. That's the only concern that I have.
But
it's a major concern.
Sure.
It's my concern.
But if it was any other pair, I'd be more concerned. That's just like Ryan Reynolds of it all. And also, Ryan Reynolds has a $1 billion gin company and a Mint Mobile, and like he doesn't need it. He's good. So he'd only do this because he wants to.
Raccoon Shampoo. Which MCU character are you most excited to see Deadpool interact with? MCU character? Oh yeah, because we got more Deadpool. That's the other thing.
After this,
we're gonna get
Deadpool's
more.
In the MCU.
Yeah, we're gonna get more Deadpool after this. Spider-Man.
Andrew Garfield. Spider-Man.
As cliche of an answer as it is, it's got to be Spider-Man for me, man.
I think Spider-Man's the answer.
I'd love to see him interact with Punisher.
Oh, John Bernthal and Ryan Reynolds.
But I feel like there's a way to make it fun.
This is going to be very upsetting for a certain audience section, but She-Hulk. I think fourth wall breaking awareness from two characters and like she's the most cartoony one we've had so far, and he's the most cartoony one. So it'd be really fun to have that unreality. So like Spider-Man, Punisher, She-Hulk.
Yes. Let's see here, Sean and Peyton. Thank you so much, my friend. Biggest question that needs answered. Will Wolverine say bub? Oh, he better.
He better say it's about... I've been waiting for bub for a lot of my life.
Do you guys remember in X2 when they broke into the house and he's like, "You came to the wrong house,
Yes,
bub."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was the first time I fucked him.
That Berserker Rage was pretty incredible. That's to this day one of my favorite comic
It's
book
an amazing
sequences.
scene because it's rooted in emotion, despite the fact that there's no blood.
Right.
It's rooted
So
in such
raw.
a protective, rageful emotion. Yeah.
I remember seeing that in theaters, and I was just like in the back of my chair. Like, I wasn't on the edge of my seat. It was the other way. I was like pushed back.
You want to shoot me? Shoot.
Oh, it's so good. One of the best comic scenes to this day. To this day.
Caden Lee, Koi appreciation.
Hey.
That's it.
Hey,
yeah,
thanks.
seriously.
Appreciate you. Glad this
Boy.
worked out today. This is like schedules don't
great.
usually do this.
Costume breakdown are not my forte.
It was
And
fun.
So you did like everything.
Gotcha.
I was just, let me just.
Greg called
Let
me
me
and he's like,
click.
"What are you doing this morning?" And I was like, "I will get here and we will
You're
do this."
Clearly still waking up.
Yeah, by the way, I was like up till 4 a.m. So he's like, "What are you doing this morning?" I'm like, existing, trying to be a person. And then I pulled photos of costumes while stuck in traffic to get here.
Dante Sarich, back in the chat, my friend. Wolverine and the claw sheets on top of the hands. Exactly. That
Love
was
it.
The
Love
only,
that.
only thing I really picked up on that I loved it.
Costume, nope. Yeah, I'm very
Do you
excited
think we'll
about
see it come out of him like that, gloveless, though?
that. I think we're going to see, at one point, I think we're getting a Bone Claw Wolverine in this.
Okay.
I think we're going to mess around and find out. I think we're going to see all sorts of claws.
Pulverine. Nice call.
Yeah.
Nice call. Austin Daniels, what X-Men do you think they should introduce first? I think the first two should be Cyclops and Professor X. I really want Glenn Powell as Cyclops. The X-Men that they should introduce first, I mean, wouldn't it make sense to start with the X-Men leader, Xavier?
I think you need to have Xavier gather the X-Men.
If you're doing like X-Men,
yeah,
you should
he is the X in
yeah.
X-Men.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to start like any of the players who go into the field, Cyclops, yeah. But yeah, I think it should be one of the two that you are saying.
My number one, I'm so happy for Glenn. He is cast as everyone now. He is the fan cast guy, and that makes me so happy because that dude is great. Two, I would say Cyclops and Storm are the two X-Men that need their own solo movies most because Storm and Cyclops have been like the most abused as far as like no respect. Like those are the two characters that led the X-Men, and those are the two characters that was like, yeah, those side characters, nay. I would actually argue I want Wolverine the latest. I'd rather Wolverine be like a third movie because it's always Wolverine and friends, and though that's a show and a comic, that's not what I want from these X-Men. So I personally love the gold and blue teams, and I want those repped.
Let's see here. Big Jill Studios, super excited for this. Wonder if Elektra would get a comic accurate suit too, depending on how much Jen is in it. I feel like when they're going through the Fox universe characters, they're going to keep it to what they look like. Because I feel like in a lot of ways, this is them saying goodbye and a send-off too for a lot of them.
Yeah.
Although, how dope would it be if they go to the X-Men and you get James Marsden to appear as Cyclops?
Finally in a
and he's
comic
in the blues,
accurate
and, oh
suit.
my god, and the
one they wore
visors.
for one scene.
How
One
neat
scene of the
would
X-Men
that
movies.
fucking be?
Well, that's how you give redemption to everybody.
That would be so sweet.
Everybody gets their one
Yes.
moment of redemption, and it could work because it's an alternate universe.
Alan Ritchson is my pick for Cyclops, by the way.
Oh,
he is my
what
pick
a
for Cyclops.
beast! That is fantastic.
Absolutely my pick for Cyclops.
Yeah, that's definitely a Jim Lee Cyclops, all chest power.
All chest clubs. Allison Becker, 94. I don't know the conversion, but it looks big.
I'm touching myself tonight. To your super chat.
Name one thing that would change from the MCU and give Koi a job at Marvel, sending lots of love from Norway. We've had someone edit for us from Norway before.
Ooh.
Great editor. Name one thing you would change from the MCU.
I would allow
Slow
more.
it down. Oh, so Alan Richardson would be a good Sabretooth too.
Oh yeah, I like that. One thing I'd change. I would allow R-rated content beyond Deadpool. So I want to have a maturation of the MCU.
Sure.
It started 15 years ago. We're grown-ups. I want it to be all ages though. Like there should be stuff that's geared younger to have new people come in. But I do think it's a maturation is what I'm missing. And a job at Marvel. I have been more and more thinking of becoming a suit. So maybe one day it might be a thing.
We don't neglect Gambit. We said that that's the one we want.
Yeah, that's
the
our
most.
number one. What do you don't neglect?
In the last live stream, we spent so much time talking about like we're surprised by how they haven't been able to get Gambit should be one of the easiest ones. Not the easiest ones.
But he's not a first
He's-
X-Men.
he's
Is
one
that
of
what they're referencing? He's not like I don't think he's like an OG.
Yeah.
I think you need the original 5 if possible. And if you extend, then like I think Storm is important. I think if you start with the X-Men already established, then you need like a core 10. Gambit could be in that, but I really think they should start small and expand.
Diego Guevara. Hey, Diego. Nice to see you again, buddy. That's wrong. Knives Out has Craig smoking multiple times and it's PG-13. You dumbass.
The MPAA.
You're
the
a
MPAA.
dumbass.
That's what I
Look,
Google
the
it.
MPAA
Google it.
is wildly inconsistent.
Also, someone with a name without any vowels, some assholes like, yeah, right, give him a job at Marvel when you always forget storylines and characters. You do this shit live, and you let me know how it goes when you're having this much data in your head and you're doing it for thousands of people that are going to correct you, because I'm doing all right.
You didn't catch the extremists in the Secret Invasion.
I did. Also called Gwenpool Gwen Stacy, and people were very upset about that because it's a different character, but it's obviously based off the idea of a Gwen Stacy variant.
Moron.
Who do I think I am? Only knowing thousands of comics at a time.
Let's see here. Anissa Oliva. Hey, my dear. Love Anissa. Met up with her. Oh, yeah, she's great. She's a friend. Oh, my God. A long time no see. Miss you guys a lot. Hopefully going to make a trip to L.A. soon again. Love y'all. Also love the shirt, Greg. This is from Anissa.
Aww.
Love
that
you,
makes
dear.
me happy.
Love you. Miss you, Anissa. Just hit me up sometime, dear. Miss you. Collide. Notice Wade's crotch and left hand. We did.
I'll notice Wade's crotch.
Coy broke it down.
Don't you even worry.
Coy broke it down.
I got that crotch on lock.
Now, when you say we're in the Ahsoka trailer, guys, is it like five? Is it one of those things where there was like a
reaction
Sometimes
compilation?
they put us in stuff for a little bit, and it's like a second.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, we got to find out.
And I'm like, what do you mean it's not just us for 3 minutes on screen?
Are they not just playing us?
Yeah.
Is it not just a replay of our video?
They should get Keke Palmer for Rogue and then get her boyfriend to play Gambit.
Who's her boyfriend?
Oh, he loves the way she dresses.
Oh, that douche.
Oh, AJ Bristol. And then you could get Jonah Hill. AJ Bristol.
What a week.
Only thing I need for this move, thank you for the super chat, is Hugh Jackman to stare at a photo of Jean and Cyclops like the animated
Dude,
show.
that is one of my favorite memes of all time. When people just put anything in that frame, I laugh. It's a catch-all.
They gotta have Deadpool making fun of him screaming Jean.
Oh, I'd love that so much.
That's
It's one of
like
the best super
half
chats.
his lines.
Yeah, in the show.
Jane! No, in the movies, too.
Oh, that's true.
Jane! No, Jane, no! That's all of the Wolverine. Jane, no, Jane, no!
I would love if we find out the multiverse Wolverine by him holding frames of first Sophie Turner and then Hathaka Jensen, and then that's how they announce the new Jean Grey. It's who he's holding in a frame.
Oh, I love this super chat. Sidra, Zaidi, thank you for the super chat. You need to get Enhance in your sound machine. Goddamn right.
Ooh, what happened?
Yeah.
Enhance! Oh,
Enhance.
that's a good ididea. Next costume breakdown. Enhance.
I'll call John and tell him to come over. Dude, this is Ahsoka trailer.
John, Ahsoka.
We're gonna be in the Ahsoka show, guys. We're in the show. We're reacting to what's happening. It's a new thing they're experimenting with, where when the episode's playing, you could watch our reaction to the episode. We already shot all the reactions.
Fourth
in
wall
advance.
breaking in real time. It's basically they pan over from the set, and then it's just Greg and John like watching them film.
You give me scroll vibes. Real through and K. Thank you, my friend. Can't stay long. Just wanted to say you all rock. You rock, real through. Huh?
What a kindness.
You rock. Thank you so much. Chris Mullins, I hope they show an alternate version of Wolverine as Weapon X from Age of Apocalypse on his full-on feral form. They do got to kind of do some clarity there.
Yeah. I do think the Bone Claw Wolverine is going to be feral, and I'd love to see the one-handed Wolverine from Weapon X era Age of Apocalypse, but will we?
That was such a conflicting cameo from him in, which one was that? Apocalypse. Because it's like, that was a great scene. Didn't need it.
Didn't make a lot of sense.
But it was a great scene.
But it sure did mean he played him 10 times.
Yeah.
I felt like it was like a quota. Like he's like, I got to hit that Guinness mark.
It's so funny. Yeah. James Desiel, thank you for the super chat. Just need someone to Photoshop it orange and brown.
That is my favorite Wolverine suit. But I do think the blue and yellow is more iconic to the fandom.
Real Rejects Forever. That's the name of our 4th YouTube channel.
It's coming. Don't worry. Just like
Yeah.
forever.
Right? Let's see here. Aisha, Kenya, hey, dear.
Hello.
Hello, my friend.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Hey, handsome fellas. Hey, beautiful lady. Can we see Taron Egerton as a Wolverine variant? Or maybe just as Wolverine himself. Might be a fun tease for the audience like John Krasinski as Reed. I don't know if they'll go that far. I think they're going to want to keep it just on...
Hugh.
but then we might get. They should get Doug Ray Scott.
That's what I was saying earlier with a broken hand.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
I
When they
wasn't
asked,
listening.
oh
I
yeah,
was
it's
probably
okay.
focused on the tech.
You were doing a lot. I was saying, what's my ultimate cameo? I said it'd be really funny if they had Russell Crowe as Wolverine and Doug Ray Scott as Wolverine.
That would be fun
because that's how it all like
That would
worked
be
out
a
to
blasty blast.
I'd like that. But he's in a cast. It's like Wolverine with a broken
Yeah,
hand.
that'd be funny. Hey, Salient. Thank you, Aisha. Salient. Thank you so much. Hey, guys, what do you think the cowl is going to look like? Smaller ears or taller ears? I feel like it'll just be a different color than what I pulled up on screen earlier. Right? Like,
yeah, I think it'll look like what
I
they've
feel like
built.
that's the way to do it.
Like the side focus. It's really about like a big sunglasses.
Like what was crazy about this image is that it's pretty comic accurate
it's
for the
so
most
good,
part,
especially for the time.
Like this, in case you guys don't know, I mean, most of you probably already know by now. This is the deleted scene. Like they actually filmed this for the Wolverine.
Yeah.
And you could watch the deleted scene on YouTube. And so this is a pretty accurate cowl. But I think it'll be more color coordinated because this color would not match with that Wolverine.
Yeah, that's weird.
It wouldn't match. So yeah, that's what I imagine. I think the ears will be
middle height.
Mid to answer.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. This is a fun morning stream. Thank you guys so much. Really, really do appreciate it. Thank you. X Primal Impulse, and thanks for coming over here last minute, Koi.
I got you.
I hope Wolverine and Colossus do a fastball special. Explain.
I didn't even think of the likelihood of that, which is high.
You got 30 seconds.
Okay, when Colossus picks up Wolverine and he throws him as like a bullet.
Oh, yes,
and then there's a fastball special.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't have worked tonally in any of the other movies.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing because Colossus is a core Deadpool team member. I didn't put that together. We're probably getting a fastball special. This changes everything.
Oh, yeah, this would be the first time this Wolverine could interact with this Colossus, right? Because there was a Colossus in X-Men
Daniel
2
Cudmore, but they didn't. He wasn't big enough.
Yeah.
This Colossus is big.
And he wasn't Russian.
Genius.
Was he Russian?
He wasn't Russian.
Yeah.
It's just a nice guy. Daniel Cudmore's sweetie. But that'd be amazing.
Arthur Vega. No.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Hey, guys. Hope you in the chat have a good day. Oh, we're having a good day.
We're having a great day.
We're having a great day.
It's Deadpool Wolverine Day.
It's Deadpool Wolverine Day, guys. Thank you, Arthur Vega. Jahashiel Para. Netflix's Daredevil is the best comic book adaptation of all time. It is my favorite. I think it is still my favorite of the MCU.
I'm reading the rest.
Season 1.
Infinity War, Endgame, Batman, Snyder Cut, Joker, Logan, etc.
I don't know about comic book adaptation of all time, but I think out of the MCU, it's still my favorite. Personally,
I think it's my favorite thing Marvel has adapted because
Yeah.
I think No Way Home and Winter Soldier mean a lot to me. But I think Daredevil is if it's not number one, it's top 3.
Season 1 is like
It's so perfect.
Perfect.
It's so good.
Like perfect.
Yeah, no, I don't think it can be topped. It's immaculate.
It's too perfect.
Yeah.
Colossus
I
does throw Wolverine in Last Stand when they're in the hologram room, and
but they don't show it.
Oh, that's right. Then the head gets and then the head gets locked.
It's an
off,
implied
yeah.
fastball special, which is like, come on, it's like implied nudity.
This one's for you, Morph. Collide back in the chat.
I'm touching myself tonight. To your super chat.
DC Studios is reportedly interested in casting Asian American actors for the role of Batman. Thoughts? Sure. I don't care.
Someone's good at playing Batman.
He has a mask on. So it doesn't matter to me.
As long as the guy's good at playing. I mean, Batman's more about.
It's not like it'll be like, it's obviously that Asian billionaire.
That chin appears Asian.
Yeah. Like, what does it matter to me? Henry Golding would be a great Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yeah,
that guy's fantastic.
He'd be a great one.
He's so good in Gentleman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cast someone good and I'll be happy.
I don't care. I could care less.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm just like, good.
Yeah, just who cares? Yeah.
Nice.
I would love it. I would love for it to be, as long as it's a good casting. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bucky Barnes, Atlanta, back at it. Can you say F you, Ryan Airy, again? Love that guy. What was part of made that funny was that there was a bleep there. There's this thing that I did for a video that's been clipped out a lot.
Okay.
Fuck you, Ryan Airy, and that's
Who's Ryan Airy?
Ryan Airy from Screen Crush, you racist. Our Asian American Screen Crush host.
Oh, I don't know Screen Crush.
Dude.
Is it a YouTube channel?
He's massive. He's one of the biggest.
Is it YouTube though or Twitter?
He's
or
a friend
Instagram?
of mine.
Oh, but it's YouTube.
Met up with him when he came out here to
Yeah,
California. We
Ryan
got a
Airy,
drink. We had him
Screen
for hours.
Crush.
So I'm in a group chat with him.
It's a show. Is it a show or a channel? Yeah, internet stuff. Ryan Airy.
This is why no one likes you, Coy. No one. That's why you're only hosting 3 panels.
That's only.
Sad.
I'm sorry, I like real life and not digital life.
Yeah.
It alarms me. Also, someone said I
Oh
look like-
yeah, he's throwing at Magneto in Days of that in X3. Look, we need to redo everything from X3. All right.
I need to rewatch X3 because I don't have fond memories.
Sean Payton. All right, guys. Look, we only got a couple minutes ago. We really got to wrap this
Okay,
up.
I mean,
but I want to make sure we do it. We got to do them all.
okay, yes.
Should I give you a solid 90 minutes?
Doing it, you guys.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Coy, give Sean Payton, Deadpool, and Wolverine comic recommendations. Make it snappy.
X-Men, nope. Negate that. Deadpool, the good.
X-Men number
I
one.
was gonna give some numbers, but I negated
Deadpool
there.
number 1.
It wasn't accessible, so I'm switching it out. Deadpool, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's a trade paperback that I adore. Wolverine, Captain America, and Deadpool all team up. Very, very good stuff. There's a 2-issue series from Rob Liefeld where Deadpool and Wolverine, they're on the covers. I do believe it was part of the, I think it was a Wolverine. I think it's in the hundreds, but look up Deadpool, Wolverine, Rob Liefeld. It's in the first volume of Wolverine after his miniseries. It was in the deep hundreds. Those are 2 great issues. I'd also recommend the Deadpool Dead Presidents run for the vibe that Ryan Reynolds did, and I'd recommend the Wolverine run, Wolverine Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is going to be a little bit darker and a little bit more in the vein that I think they're going to take this since it's going to be R-rated. But the number one would definitely be Deadpool, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because it's not only my favorite Deadpool Wolverine team up, it's actually my favorite Deadpool run of all time. And if you want Wolverine X-23, who I adore, there is a few issues in the Tom Taylor run of Wolverine, which is the X-23 Wolverine, that Deadpool is best friends with Honey Badger, who is the little sister of X-23, and their relationship is one of the most precious in comics.
That's a nice one, Coy.
Ready.
You did great. I'll read those a month before this movie comes out.
You'll ask me, I'll remind you, and they're great.
You know how it goes.
Yeah, it's fair.
I read it. I jam it all in last minute. Jeremiah.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
What you have. Coy is the jack nerd we all want to be. That's what he's aiming for.
I got them
It's all them
goals.
testosterone pills he takes.
One day, I'm gonna get to the point I need them, but not yet. Not yet.
I will just take them. I'll take steroids. Do whatever it takes.
I mean, I follow this guy that was like he was naturally enhanced on TikTok, and then he just like got really, really jacked, and he was like, I think I'm gonna try steroids to see if I can get bigger. And I was like, I respect that. Like he was honest, and then he's like, I'm done being natural, and I was like, cool. I personally like my balls the size they are, so I'm not doing steroids, but I think one day it'd be fun. That said, I think people that read comics looking like a comic character is a really cool motivator. So I've never understood the nerd judgment of people that go to the gym. I think it's really weird that people are like, I love these fit characters, but I hate the gym. I personally want to live as long as possible healthily, and I think that the gym is a really good therapy, and I also think it makes all your happy chemicals better, so I'd highly recommend, if you want to try the gym out, to look like the characters we love so much.
Yeah, exactly. I'm way less. It's my mental. It's the biggest part of my mental health.
Right.
Is the gym and like the fact that I didn't work out this morning because
of this.
Because I discovered this.
But like it really affects your whole like day to day.
You know, it's affect. Like I've noticed, like I'm just not as like sharp and focused right now.
Yeah, it's a different day.
Especially, but no, I'd rather be here.
Yeah.
I just want everyone to know that. I'd rather be here right now. Let's see. Tristan Clark. Told you, we do not end a stream without going through the mob.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super
chat.
Hey, great to see you live again. By the way, Coy, love the cut and the comic recommendations. You guys think this will possibly be a fun way to lay the Fox universe to rest, to let them be reborn in the MCU? I think that's the biggest part of what they're aiming for here. I mean, we're getting like all the payoffs that we wanted. So this is going to be like a closure movie. You know, one thing that I think that when we often think about the Deadpool films is we think about the humor a lot of the time, the how funny it is. What I think a lot of but the magic ingredient to them has been the heart.
Yeah.
Both 1 and 2, and especially 2, a lot of people just kind of don't seem to, like, when they think back on it, is like there's so much emotion in those movies.
Yeah.
Especially part 2. It gets like pretty serious at times. And I think this will have a bit of a truly heartwarming goodbye. Like, it'll be funny,
right?
But I feel like it's going to get you in the feels a little bit more than we're actually expecting it to.
They'll advertise it like a comedy, but just like the first
Yeah.
Deadpool, that movie's a love story. I think the best romance in comic books is Deadpool. Honestly, like they advertised it Valentine's Day as a rom-com, and it was cheeky, but it was sincere. And I think the heart of Deadpool, the thing I like about Deadpool is that he wears a mask not to protect his identity, but it's protect you from seeing his face because he's so insecure about how ugly he is. That's Deadpool. He's all heart, and so is Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is Van Wilder, sure, but the best Ryan Reynolds is the fact that he loves us so much, and he cares about this character so much, and like that is going to be the heart of this. So I think the Fox sentimentality is going to be really brutal, and this movie's going to be amazing.
Yeah, maybe you should take that advice from Deadpool about masks, Coy.
Yeah, it's on me.
Huh?
No.
Keep trying everything. Keep working out.
Just nothing
Shave your
solving this
head,
problem.
You're trying to
I just
do it,
can't
but
get.
I need you to.
It's time.
I need you to know.
Time to brown bag it myself.
Yeah.
Just the old school brown bag. It's time.
It's happened.
It's happened. I saw that.
It's happened.
I'm only catching every view, and I'm like, there it is. All right.
It's finally
Hey,
happened.
you know what? Everybody's got a different take.
I saw Jeremy Johns gave it good time, no alcohol required when he gave Fallout Awesome-tacular. So I was like, oh, we're not alone.
I love it. I love that we said we liked it. We just liked other ones in the same franchise more.
Yeah.
And then the whole chat is like, blah, 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 and I'm like, so do we love everything or hate everything? Which one is it?
That's the internet.
Do we love everything? That's why I don't know what a screen crush is.
Yeah.
Because the internet's dark and awful.
Ronaldo Torres. Do you believe Kang will have an appearance? No, I don't think there. I think there's going to be the TVA. There's going to be There could be references to Kang, but I don't think there'll be. I don't think Kang will actually appear.
Yeah.
I especially don't think they're going to throw Jonathan Majors on a Marvel set right now. I like it.
Yeah, we got
plain and simple. I think that would have leaked in some way. You know how fucking problematic that would have been for people. Despite whatever it is you believe, it would cause problems. All right.
We need the facts.
Letting you know, it would cause problems. Lucky BX. Here's a fun fact. Thank you, Lucky BX. Fun fact is I'm thankful for you. The woman playing Fury's wife also played his mom in Unbreakable and Glass. No shit. Really?
I love that. I had no idea. That is a fun fact.
Damn.
Lucky BX, amazing. I
That is a really
that.
fun fact. Damn.
I adore that. Also, Angel of Death in the chat. Spider-Man Deadpool, Isn't It Romantic, is my number 2 favorite Deadpool run of all time. So I also recommend that to you, lovelies. Great pull.
Samil Battenfield, thank you so much. Love your videos. I'm glad I can make this live. Do you think DP3 will be the cameo fest that people thought Doctor Strange was going to be? I don't think anything's ever going to be the cameo fest that people thought Doctor Strange was going to be, to the point of where we thought it would be the most gnarly amount. There were like 40 cameos being, rumored for that film.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think it's going to be that crazy. But do I think it'll be that crazier than Multiverse of Madness?
It already is.
Yes, just by alone
This
what
image,
the leads are. Yeah, totally.
Do you know what we
definitely
didn't do?
So.
We didn't do a breaking news live when Multiverse of Madness images came out. That's how big this Wolverine image is.
I think it'll be more than Multiverse of Madness, but I don't think anything will ever reach the level. Maybe Secret Wars, but
maybe.
I don't think this will be that big. And it'd be cool if that. The thing is, like, cameos are not always handled the best. You know, that's the thing. It's like cameos tend to sound so exciting on paper, and then when they happen, you're like,
it's just not as novel anymore.
Yeah.
People expect it. It's not like, oh my god,
it's not as novel,
like,
and you need it to have a little bit of substance.
Yeah,
and I think sometimes the substance is definitely lost.
But that's what I think we will get here, like we said with the heart.
Rachel Knight Online, thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I immediately got an hour and a half of filming right after this.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn super chat.
Theory. Deadpool is running from the TVA and ends up falling out of time and landing in the middle of this variant of Wolverine and Ed Norton's Hulk where they're about to fight. Ed Norton's Hulk will be a fun cameo. I think Eric Bana would be a more fun cameo, honestly.
If Ed Norton's Hulk is fighting the the whiskers Wolverine,
sure.
That would be the funniest thing. If we have Wolverine with his whisker suit, which is his first appearance fighting Ed Norton, my God. I love that. Thank you.
Is this an actual thing that happened? I mean, is this a leak? I don't know.
I'm
actually not familiar with the leaks. I'm potentially kind of like, let's see. But yeah, I mean, I think for sure the TVA is going to be in there, and they're going to be also, reprimanding him.
Yeah, definitely.
Reprimanding.
Because the events of Deadpool 3, but Deadpool 2, I think.
Yeah.
At the end of Deadpool 2, he's
1000%.
breaking the TVA.
1000%.
Apparently, we say the verse word differently. I never noticed that.
I say multiverse because I watched Jet Li's The One.
Oh, and
that's how he says it.
That's interesting.
The multiverse.
It's because of Jet Li,
It's because
everybody.
of Jet Li.
And I say multiverse because I read it in
multiverse.
comics a lot, and there's an eye.
That was
so
my first multiverse movie. The one did multiverse before multiverse movies.
the
were
one is
doing.
so slept on. Jason Statham, Jet Li
That was
just
his
fighting.
first American movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah, and then he immediately did Transporter.
And then the new metal sound of that movie. The soundtrack's so good.
Yeah.
Like Drowning Pool, Disturbed. Soundtrack's
Yeah.
awesome.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Song did not bode well soon thereafter. Yeah.
And then it ends with cut my life into pieces.
Is that really Papa Roach
This
ends
is
it?
my last. Yeah, and he's fighting all the people in the pyramid.
Dude, new metal.
I am nobody's bitch, but you are mine.
I want to watch the one now.
I know the one.
We should react to the one with Greg
remarkably
quoting
well.
it. It's my first rewatch, but Greg's 80th. That'd be a fun video.
Sean Payton, thank you so much. Could this be Kevin Feige farewell to the Fox universe? Yes, I think so. Do you think this will be where we meet our MCU X-Men? No, I don't think this will be the one where we meet them. I think this is our goodbye. I don't think this is going to be the trend. This is like the way where we can eventually transition, sure, but I think they need to put a final stamp on it. They're smart about it.
Yeah, it's a lot
Yeah.
to do in a movie already.
Who will be the leader of the team? Because, like the X-Men franchise is also huge. Like, I see how you can just reboot Fantastic Four. I see how you can just reboot the other ones. But I think for X-Men, you do need to have a little bit of a goodbye, considering the fact
10
that-
fucking movies. Like,
yeah,
it's
no,
insane
it's a
how big
huge
it was.
franchise. Yeah. So,
And there's a lot of things that never came to pass that they can throw in here, which is fun.
Yeah.
They get that goodbye. I think Deadpool, this is the beginning of Deadpool in the MCU, but it's mainly about the end of Fox.
yeah. Let's see.
Also,
okay.
Kevin Feige, a lot of people don't realize, was like on set with Lauren Schuler Donner and that whole
Yeah.
team for Bryan Singer's X-Men. He's the reason Wolverine has the right hair. I do think there's some catharsis for Kevin Feige with this film.
Mars 8 Productions. Do you think now that X-Men are coming and Hulk rights are Disney's, now do you think we will get Hulk versus Wolverine prediction, how they make it happen? That is one I've been wanting. I've been championing it for years. I would love for Guillermo del Toro to do it. That way you can also get a Hulk in practice. I think he would champion to do. I would prefer it personally to be like an R-rated one-off instead of some MCU thing.
Yeah.
Where you can get like Guillermo del Toro to do it, where he's like you get some giant guy in makeup. You know,
And then, like, first perspective it,
what?
Wolverine's got to be tiny. Hulk's like 12 feet minimum. Maybe 15.
Yeah, there's a way you can do it.
All right. I'm in.
I mean, if you've seen those Hellboy movies, he gets like
Does some really cool
giants
stuff.
in there.
Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong.
And there's some like math. There's like 10-foot tall people that they get to
That's
like
true.
be and stuff. Remember
I'd
that
love
guy
that.
in the longest yard?
Oh, yeah, that first perspective would totally work with that.
But he's not. I mean, they got like a 10-foot tall actor.
Yeah.
Well, he's like, I don't know
Well, I
if
mean,
he's
he's
an
probably
actor.
not. Yeah. no, actually.
He's a giant. He was like 10 feet.
I'm in for this.
I would love that. I think that's the way to do it.
Have
But
you
I-
read Ultimate X-Men versus Wolverine? The comic?
Ages ago.
Yeah, he rips him in half, throws him across the country.
Yeah, it was great.
That'd be dope. I'd love to
That'd
see
be
a
cool.
ripped
That's
in
what
half.
I mean.
Wolverine.
I think it would be better as an R-rated one-off, but
Yeah.
they'll never. I don't think they're ever going to do one-offs here
Not
in the
anymore.
MCU.
That's why DC might be stronger in the long run.
Xtuffer.
I'm touching myself tonight to your super chat.
What if this is not Fox Wolverine, but is Deadpool coming to the real world, recruiting Hugh Jackman, the actor, to help in his mission, and just put him in that suit just because? I think that would be funny. I think that would also be remarkably disappointing. I do not think
It would
that's what they're
upset a
gonna do.
lot of people.
That is certainly not what they're going to do. I feel like there's no way in hell that's going to be the chance.
But it's funny.
It's a funny idea for like a sketch.
Remind me, I got
Not a movie.
A script trilogy I wrote with something in that vein. I'm going to tell you about after.
Okay, good. I have plenty of time to hear your full pitch. Let's do it.
Greg's, if I'm going to sit down, I'm going to pitch him. He's going to bring it to his people.
Yeah, the wrestler. Milo99, thank you. It's great to see my cousin's work finally out to the word for the world for everyone to see the Wolverine costume. Can't wait to see that. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you to your cousin. Dude, it's gorgeous. We lost our minds. Played them the beginning of this.
Is your cousin like, hey, man, I haven't heard from you in years, but now that you know that I worked on the Wolverine costume, now you're wanting to talk to me
All of a sudden, you're like, yeah, I see how it is.
Is that the kind of cousin you are, Milo99?
I hope you've
Is that
stayed
who
friends
you
with them
are?
beyond their Wolverine skill.
That's why you got to be close with everyone, because you never know when you might be able to get some of that nepotism action.
Yeah, suit making.
That's what I'm talking about. Stay close, be good with everyone. You might be able to ride off their coattails one day.
Thank you, cousin.
But I think I have faith in this guy.
Playing
One
the long
day-
game.
One day he's gonna be so big, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey,
I
Corn,
knew him
remember
then."
when I was like, Hey, Koi's Comic.
I'm gonna know every YouTube channel. I'm gonna know every one. It's gonna be great.
Johnny, thank you, Johnny. You know they're releasing Avengers Public Wars 2028. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Secret Wars, Public Wars.
Yeah.
I see what he did there.
Yeah, that's nice.
I got your jokes.
That's great.
I
Johnny.
actually was processing all the different Avengers comics, trying to. Yep. I see what he
What's
did.
the podcast with Paul from Every Spoilers? It's on his channel. It premieres every Tuesday. It's called Across the Spoilerverse.
Clever.
We're almost at the end here.
Woo!
So a 90-minute mark. If you count the restart, it's 90 minutes. What do you think about possibly having Deadpool as Blake Lively as Lady Deadpool? I mean, I think it'd be a fun cameo. I feel like that's the one of the. I don't think it'd be a James Gunn wife situation.
No, Blake
Really,
Lively.
even though she's a fucking phenomenal actress, whenever she appears, she's like, oh, James Gunn, his wife. Like, she's a great actress.
Yeah, it's just not like she's bad in the
but
roles.
I think if Blake Lively did it, it would be more because we're such an awareness of it. Ryan Reynolds, the personality,
Right.
That,
Also, Blake
yeah.
Lively was a big actress before
Yeah.
she married Ryan Reynolds, and I think that people miss Blake Lively. Like, I feel like there's a
and she's so good in that shark movie,
what was the show she was on that was big?
Gossip Girl.
Yeah, like she had a market of an
Yeah.
entire demographic that I think would be happy to see her. I said her as Gwenpool, who isn't Gwen Stacy, and I think that'd be fun to have her or Emma Stone as Gwenpool for that little nod. But I would also love to see Lady Deadpool.
Alan Ritchson is awesome. I was weirdly thinking today and this morning, I was like, I wonder when there's going to be another Reacher season. Is the bomb. Alan Ritchson as Harcourt. That would be fun. Classic Wolverine and Deadpool. Hulk smash, your mom says. It equals this emoji.
Yeah, respect.
What's this emoji?
It's a boner.
Oh. Is that what that means?
Yeah, it's like a dick, just in general, but it's hard. It's up. You see
I've been
it's
sending
turgid.
that to all of our female guests.
They love it. When you're
but
like
I thought
blindly
it meant like, hey, come over.
have some squash.
And then that's why there's way less of them now.
Yeah, no, the eggplant is not a pitch. Well, I guess to some men who don't
I
have
thought
tact,
it just meant if
Have dinner.
you're hungry, I could bring you a snack before filming.
I think that's also what they implied, but the snack was different, which is inappropriate.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, you know.
Snacks in Cinema says. Thank
Oh,
you.
the timing of that.
I really want to hear Deadpool say, "It's Morbin time" before a fight scene. Hey, if there's anyone who could pull it off, it's gonna be Deadpool. That'd be fun.
I'd enjoy that.
All right, but we don't end. Oh, we got little quick ones here, Koi. You know how we do. It's constant. Constant.
All right, we got some.
Gotta do this, Koi.
You're back to July 8th.
Okay. What's today?
10th. Got you.
I was about to have a panic.
I saw that. I saw the scrolling.
Scrolling.
Scrolling?
You said scrolling.
I've been talking about scrolls a lot.
Scrolling. Oh, let me adjust this. I got this. Oh my God, I don't got this. I got this.
He got this.
All right, the last rounds here. I got hard out.
I think it's Ronan and Chain begins us.
Yes.
Ronan, hopefully see you at Comic-Con, man.
He says, "Buenos dias, gentlemen. Holy shit. Can't believe it's actually happening." Imagine when he puts on the mask. This is going to be like Lethal Weapon in comparison to Deadpool 2. That is more like 48 hours in terms of banter. Can't wait to see all of SDCC. Ronan Unchained, I can't wait for you to come by, say hi. Make sure to snap a photo with Koya as he's rushing out to go to his next panel. But yeah, would love to talk with you. Thank you so much, man. And yeah, that's the thing I'm looking forward to most is that kind of 80s, 90s buddy cop.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. And like the buddy cop genre is my favorite of all genres. So if you add Deadpool and Wolverine to that,
That's
man.
why they're making Wolverine black this time.
Yep, he's
Yeah.
too old for this ish.
Yeah. Michael Mack, thank you so much, my friend. Do we think Deadpool will kill Fox Universe characters himself or accidentally cause their death? I think he will intentionally kill. No, I think it'll be a hybrid of like I think they'll do a little bit of a hybrid.
I think he's accidentally going to kill the entire universe, but he might be hired to kill someone, and that causes a cascading effect.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be more accidental because he's coming into the MCU as a good guy.
Yeah. Maybe some of them will be portrayed as villains.
Possible.
I think they're going to be portrayed exactly how they were before. Suit looks dope. Odds on Evans as Human Torch, likely. I think very likely. Big love, as always, from Scotland.
I hope he shaves his head like he used to, too. I hope it's Chris looking like this as Human Torch.
I think he's going to be bearded. Chris, I don't think he's going to go that all out.
He's got other things.
Yeah.
We love you, Chris.
It's a cameo.
It's a cameo. I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Collide, thank you so much. What are you guys most excited for in the upcoming Batman and also in the upcoming Batman Part 2? For me, I would really need a fearful Batman done right without killing. Also, an inverted would be great in live action. Really quick, Cosmo Taste, and I see you. Thank you for the super chat, my friend.
Love
Thank
you, man. Good to see you.
Thank you, buddy. What I'm most excited for is to have the way, think of it like this, how we're getting like this animated version of like Deadpool in here, the comics accurate. I feel like the one in there's two kinds of comics accurate version you could do of Batman. So to make a quick summary on my thoughts on it is that you're going to get two different comics accurate version of Batman. Because in a lot of ways, the Pattinson version is the comics version that everyone has wanted, but that is also the grounded, realistic take of doing it in terms of like the film noir ethos of it all. And then I think in the James Gunn universe, it'll be more like colorful, and you can get like a Lazarus pit and a clay face and stuff like that.
I think we get blue and gray in, for lack of more nuance, I think we get blue and gray-esque Batman in James Gunn and black and gray Batman in Matt Reeves.
Big Doobies, thank you for the stream lab. For clarification, Hugh Jackman was actually Harry in Days of Future Past. Okay, he was.
He was.
He was. Okay.
In the 70s.
I
But I think it was just so cut.
I think because he's so cut,
see through it.
it goes past the hair.
You can't even somehow know.
Yeah.
It's just so much abs.
But that's what I mean. He doesn't
So
rely
impressive.
on a shaved body.
That's impressive. Doesn't need to. He's Hugh Jackman.
It's just so impressive.
He's that jacked. Do you know how
Thank
hard
you.
it is to be so jacked it's through hair?
Good night. Rejects are the best. Snick. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Snicked. In the Mallrats, when the snickety snicked happens at the mall, that is now extra cool because Jay named his daughter Logan.
Guys, this has been a blasty blast of a stream. Coy, did you have fun?
I had so much fun.
Are you glad you came over here?
I am so glad this timing worked out against all odds.
I'm glad you came over here too. We got a really packed day, and also I gotta find the time to make a video for this Ahsoka trailer.
Apparently.
Because apparently we're in it.
That's cool. Look at that
which
image.
is
I'm
cool.
still excited.
God, yeah. Guys, list your nitpicks down below. On your way out, if you could leave a like on this video. I want to thank everyone who contributed to our Streamlabs Super Chats. And if you didn't, that's A-okay. I want to thank everyone who's been here in the chat. These are the kind of live streams we love doing the most, when it's just spontaneous, unprepared. That's my favorite kind of live streams to do. So thank you all so much. Maybe we will get a Loki Season 2 mum trailer this month. Your love and support means the world. Make sure to check us out. SDCC, that's San Diego Comic-Con, the Saturday of Comic-Con.
1 p.m. Saturday, SDCC.
It's going to be amazing. And Coy, let me do my flex first because it's not as
There it
big.
is.
And now, Coy, you go in there, and oh my God, the definition. See you guys. Peace out, Reject Nation. Much love. This was